Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this December 7th, 2022. And check out the Archaix summary playlist on this channel if you haven't before and you're interested in Archaix research. And as most of us know, Jason's Archaix YouTube channel has blown up and haters abound as he's busy sharing his knowledge and perspective with his growing number of fans. Jason says that he's taken all the negative energy and transmuting it into positive energy. His demeanor and popularity support his claim of performing this spiritual alchemy. In my opinion, Jason has paid his dues for the crimes he committed, and I'll continue to explore his profound findings. Jason comes across as genuine, and I respect the person he has come. To review, Archaix stands for Advanced Research of Chronological History of Artificial Intelligence X. Jason's research and experience has led him to conclude that we're in a simulation, a copy of a real world. We're sorting out how to survive the collapse of one of our two suns, leading to the Nemesis event, which may not have happened yet. This biosentient construct that we're contained in was corrupted by what Jason calls Artificial Intelligence X and has a cyclical reset protocol known as the Phoenix event, which occurs every 138 years. Jason has deduced that the Nemesis event occurs every 792 years in this simulation, and that there is a 600-year and other cycles as well. He stresses that recorded history only goes back about 6,000 years, and anything stating narratives before this time is pure speculation, often having ludicrous conclusions. Jason likes to point out that it only takes 200 years to go from horse and buggy to hadron colliders. And he says that we've been technologically advanced many times in the past, as is evidenced in anomalous findings earthwide. Jason teaches that we are in the end times, as outlined in the book of Revelation, and as is proposed by Nostradamus and Mother Shipton. He teaches that the book of Revelation, along with the book of Genesis and the Great Pyramid, are tools provided by a benefactor to decode this simulation. Jason has deduced that this simulation will come to an end in the year 2178, when the elect will move on into new avatars outside of this simulation, while the collective and the elite remain for another simulation. Jason speculates that we could actually be on a spaceship looking for a new world while plugged into the simulation via our central nervous system, which is a filter enabling us to experience physicality while also limiting us to only observe data streams from within this construct. Jason emphasizes that the Archaix chronological data doesn't require simulation theory to be valid, but that simulation theory is the only thing that makes sense to him when considering the many Newtonian and other anomalies. Although Jason is a simulation theorist, he believes we have an oversoul, an eternal creator, who is eternally creating. Jason predicts that in the month of May in the year 2040, we will experience the return of the vapor canopy and have a pole shift, both due to the return of the Phoenix phenomena, which is caused by a mechanism in the simulated holosphere. This event will destroy most of our infrastructure, leaving us without sunlight and wind. It will lead to a major technological reset. He explains that this is the breaking of the sixth seal as described in the book of Revelation. In November of 2046, he predicts that the Nemesis X will make its final appearance in the simulation, and that in 2052 we'll witness the return of the dark satellite. Then in 2106, we'll have the return of the chief cornerstone to the Great Pyramid by Enki/Enoch, also known by other names, which will activate the Great Pyramid, setting the captives free. Jason surmises that since 1902, which was a soft phoenix reset year, the harvest, as mentioned in Scripture, has begun, and that errants, or the elect, are no longer reincarnating other than the 144,000 who will remain until the end to advise those who stay for another simulation. He speculates that each simulation may have a benefactor assigned to govern it, as perhaps Enki or Enoch is for this simulation. Jason predicts that by 2034, the first seal will be broken, bringing us a seemingly great leader. This will lead to all the 7 seals being broken in order. He says the apocalypse will begin soon after the 6th seal is broken, with the arrival of the 2040 Phoenix event. He predicts that there will be a mass exodus from America to Europe, the Middle East, and Africa after 2040, and that after the 2046 Nemesis event, we will then have 16-hour days and 243.5-day years, which is a reduction by 1/3. He says that this is what's known as the quickening. Jason teaches that the elect, or the errants, those with imagination, intuition, and empathy, knowing how to maintain an optimal informed field, will fare well despite all the pending chaos. Jason does not plan to prep for 2040 or the following years of turmoil, other than perhaps moving to a location which would be more stable during the pole shift, which would be moving away from coastlines and above the 30th parallel. So only time will tell if all this plays out. However, the way the world is going has prompted me to start an intentional community in Portugal. With the tool of the internet that we have, for now anyway, we can find our tribe and live out this life in a caring, cooperative, self-sustaining environment. So if you want to know more about our intentional community, see my Simply Intentional Community playlist. So thanks for listening. Please share and subscribe. Remember to stay focused on what you want and always help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.